Hey guys, it's Makuma. I wanted to give you an update on those Dark Eldar I've been working on. And I got some of the vehicles done. I wanted to show you these guys. Now, the Raider itself is not really hard to paint. What is a little more difficult to paint are all the little guys that go on it. I mean, there's a whole squad of 10 that you can stick on these things. And my friend who I'm painting these for wanted them all painted and put on there. Plus all these little fiddly bits. So I don't know how he's going to store the thing or transport it, but, you know, I don't mind painting them. It was actually a really fun model to paint. It got kind of monotonous, of course, when I had to paint another 10 guys, another 10 warriors to fit on here, but, you know, it does make the effect. I mean, it looks good. Having all the guys, the pilots and everything. That's something that a lot of vehicles are missing, are dudes hanging off of it. I mean, not Space Marines, of course, because it's against the Codex Astartes to ride on a vehicle, but I mean, I could see some Space Wolves jumping on top of a Land Raider or a Rhino. Anyway, so you can see I got the little runes here, and I made it individually. What's what I'm looking for? Individually, the models are unbalanced, but when you see them as a whole, you can see that I balance them when you have them all together. For instance, there's a symbol on this side, but not that side. And then this one is the symbol on the opposite side. So when they're together, they bring balance. They make it a little more symmetrical because the color will balance itself when you see the whole army together. And I was trying to make like an overall feel. So you see I did this electrical webbing pattern on the sails. And I wanted it to look like the sail isn't really a material. It's not like a cloth sail or something like that. It's just a field that gets projected between these bars. That's why I wanted that electrical webbing. And you can see there's a glow effect on the bars, the top and bottom of each bar. And so this one's almost entirely green in the middle. I painted up all the little controls. There's little design painted in there. Ooh, I don't know if you can actually see it. Let's see if my camera can handle that. Well, it still is washed out because of the light I'm using. But yeah, so got them all on here. I gotta say, I really like all the narrative that Games Workshop made into these models. I know that the Dark Eldar models are some of the newest around still, so of course they're going to be a little better than the other stuff, but I mean, they really did a good job making some narrative into these. The Raiders especially are just really cool. These are the grotesques that I showed you last time before they were painted. Here's Fat Boy all painted up. Hold on. And there's that liquefier gun we were talking about last time. Or, you know, regular close combat weapon, whatever. He's kind of dirty with rust. I thought that he would make a cool character to just have bad hygiene, and I know that the grotesques aren't exactly you know, the most personable creatures anyway, but I kind of imagine that all the grotesques here had their own personality. And that the homunculus likes to have them washed periodically so that they have an acceptable appearance, but Fat Boy always kills the guys that are sent to wash him. Just, you know, not out of spite or anything, just because he can. So I got lots of gore on his model. There's gore on his little claw there. There's gore up here on his little blades. He probably carries people around on him. And then I don't know if that's coming out very clearly on his face there, but our cabal that we came up with is called the Cabal of the Pierced Eye. So we came up with a symbol that looks like an eye being pierced with some kind of red dart or stick. It says there's right there. And yeah, so here's the first one that I built. He came out pretty good, I think. And then this is the Aberration, or the one that'll usually be the Aberration. And I gave him this glow effect because it makes him seem a little more bad A, I think. He's got some alternating light here. He's got red light inside those little things. I don't know what those are. And then he's got green light coming out of this big drug capsule up top. And then I did this like airbrush power weapon effect down here. It didn't come out perfect, but I think it looks pretty cool still. And then the Hugger. He's actually one of my favorites. I like the Hugger and the Fat Boy. Probably the Hugger more. But he's just so simple that you can really see the paint job, except that I have terrible light. If the light was better, you'd be able to see it a lot more clearly. And the colors that I chose, I think, made it really, you know, not Tyranid-like. I know that a lot of these parts are Tyranid parts, but because I used flesh colors and kind of painted them all to blend in with the Chronos colors, then it really made it seem not like a Tyranid. Even this middle part here, which comes from a termagant, just doesn't. It seems like a person's rib cage, I think. Anyway, so these are the grotesques. I think they came out pretty good. Tell me what you think. That's pretty much it, guys. Up next, I have to paint the Razor Wing Fighter, and that'll be it for the 1,000-point list. And then I'll move on to some witches or scourges, probably. Alright, so tell me what you think, guys. Give me a like, and make sure you check out shotdownmind, all one word, .blogspot.com. Alright, have a good day.